All right, everyone. We are live. If you didn't follow the saga from about a year ago, I made a terrible, terrible bet against the price of Bitcoin. And I'll pull up the clip here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We got Brandon here too. He's going to revel in this.
Like, do not take our financial advice. Do not.
Brandon, I have a bet for you, okay? End of the year 2024, if it's not over 100K, you have to eat a Carolina Ghost Reaper pepper and do an interview with me. And if it is over 100K, I'll do the same with you. And we'll do it all live.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Cool. I was gonna be a little bit more dramatic, like say like I'll cut off like.
How's your spice tolerance? Is it good?
Sorry?
Man,
How's
look
your
at how
spice
confident
tolerance?
I was, dude. I was gonna cut off the tip of my pinky. I was feeling pretty
you were
confident
ready to
on that.
go. You were ready to go on this. Okay. So, Brandon, how did you know you're gonna win? What made you so damn confident that it was gonna hit 100K this year?
Man, Bitcoin just does what it does, but I'm not gonna lie to you, man. A little times over the summer, I got a little nervous. You know,
That sideways chop, man.
Yeah, we saw the ETFs come in, we saw it pump, and then it just was sideways for all summer. But, you know, we got maybe the Trump bump, the strategic reserve, all the nation state FOMO starting to come in. And then, you know, we had Uptober and Moonvember. And, you know, now here we are, man, up above what we're like floating right at 100K now. So, yeah, the price is floating. I don't know. Maybe you'll feel like you're floating here in a second after you eat these.
I'm gonna be floating here. This is as close to a legal psychedelic as you can probably get. This level of spice. So I'll tell you what. I knew that it was going to be trouble when the price of MicroStrategy started just breaking higher while Bitcoin was going sideways. Because I was like, oh man. Michael Saylor's just going to tap that, and then it's just going to be the flywheel all over again. And then Trump wins, and I just knew he'll just do it just because he can, you know, and just he gets in, and now MicroStrategy is a cult stock and all this stuff. And I knew I was toast basically in October. So I was just praying that psychological barrier would hold up, and it did for a couple days, but not enough time for me. So. All right.
Time ran out, man. Time ran out on you.
Time ran out. Moral of the story, don't gamble. Bitcoin isn't gambling, but gambling on the price of Bitcoin is gambling. So don't do that. Just buy Bitcoin and don't make stupid bets like I did. But now for all of your entertainment, I'm going to consume 2 of these Carolina Reaper peppers. I don't know if you can see the label too well here. These I had to get off Amazon because it's very hard to procure these. You know, in Vancouver. And here's what we're gonna do. Brandon and I are gonna shoot the stuff as long as I possibly can before I have to call, you know, an ambulance. And to the best of my ability, until I fall over or get a heart attack, we'll give away some free Bitcoin here too, courtesy of Bitcoin Well. They've sent me some free spins on their sick little Bitcoin wishing well. So if you sign up for Bitcoin Well and you buy Bitcoin, they give you back these points. And when you have 500 of them, you can spin this well, and you can win anywhere between 500 to, I believe, 210,000 sats, maybe more. So we'll do a couple spins on the show. So if you have a Lightning wallet, make sure that it's on your phone. You're ready to scan, because I'm just going to pop it up on the screen, and literally the first person who scans the QR code will be able to withdraw the sats. So be ready at a moment's notice when I pull that on. We'll make it fun. All right. Do you have any prayers? Any prayers?
No prayers, man. But shout out to the well, dude. The well's letting us dip into these Carolina Reaper peppers, man. I'm pulling up. I know you love your trivia, so I'm pulling up some. Well, I mean, I did a little chat GBT action to pull up some Bitcoin trivia, so it's nothing outrageous, but I know, you know, in the Hot One style of things, you're going to be feeling the heat a little bit. So,
yeah, we'll see. You know, there's certain areas of Bitcoin where I'm just clueless. So if there's any Bitcoin trivia in there, I might embarrass myself. So we'll see. All right, I'm getting the gloves here. I guess I could just use one glove. Okay, getting the gloves here. Oh my god. My heart's like pounding already. That's not a good sign.
You getting nervous?
That's not a good sign. All right.
Oh, I don't even know some of these things that I'm looking up here.
Oh, they smell dank.
Oh, you get a little whiff of that?
Yeah, not great. Oh wow. Just like I think like particulate from it. It's like
Is it like
already somehow in
smelling
my
salts?
eyes. I think just like yeah, it's kind of like smelling salts. All right. Here they are.
All right, there we go.
Oh my
All right,
god.
wait. Before you eat it, do you
Okay.
got your milk handy? Do you got all this ready? You know,
I
don't want to see you die live
milk
on
candy.
camera. Yeah, there we go.
For comfort, I have like a little bowl of ice cubes here,
Oh,
and I do have some yogurt. But we're
Some
gonna
yogurt,
try
that's
and hold
interesting.
composure here because Bitcoiners aren't wusses, you know. I'm gonna try my best. You're gonna see me for the first like minute, couple seconds, maybe I make it into it. Really try my best, and we'll see how deep I can get into these. So the trick that I've heard is just to basically eat them as fast as you possibly can. Don't let don't let it swirl around in your mouth too much because it'll just end up burning the roof.
I would probably second that notion.
Okay. The thing is these are probably gonna taste pretty gnarly too. I gotta wash them down with something immediately. Gotta make sure I have my water handy here.
All right, here we go.
All right. This is for Peter Schiff. This is for Paul Krugman. This is for Peter Zahan. Don't bet against Bitcoin, or you'll end up like me, or worse, you'll end up broke and still thinking you're smart.
The Bitcoin bear. Don't bet against Bitcoin. Get it down the hatch, Julian. Get it down the hatch. Let's go. All right, I need a play-by-play. How's the mouth feeling? Uh-oh.
There's too much.
Oh, he's eating the yogurt now too. That's something I did not expect. That's a little twist. The yogurt right after. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Woo.
Oh man, uh-oh. He's got the hiccups on it too. He's dying.
Fuck. Oh my god.
The yogurt got him, dude. The yogurt gave him the hiccups.
It's not the yogurt, it's this ice. Whoa.
Oh my god. Get some milk in there. All right, Julian, here's a tough question I got for you. Explain the concept of SegWit and its impact on Bitcoin scalability.
Sure. Give me a minute. Oh my fucking god. Sorry if there's kids watching. Oh, okay.
This is Bitcoin's version of Hot Ones. All right, Julian. So if you had to describe your feeling here right now.
Having a hard time breathing.
Do you feel the sweat coming on already? Oh, he's got the sniffles.
Sweat. Whew.
Oh, he's got a little milk on the nose. The old Santa mustache.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck, this is hot. Whoa.
Oh man.
Hit the glove off. Yeah, good call.
Uh-oh. Do you have a bucket near you? Are you gonna yak?
I'm not gonna yak. It's like my tongue wants to. I need to like cut my tongue out of my mouth. That's what's happening right now.
Oh my god. Does the glove fit? You must have quit. Dip your face in the ice. Just stick your face in the bucket.
Holy.
Don't bet against don't bet against Bitcoin, folks. This is what happens. This is what happens.
Oh, I had a piece of it stuck in my tooth. It just came loose.
Oh man, not the seeds too. Did you taste the seeds? Somebody in the chat, I think it was Jordab, was saying that he needed to rehydrate these peppers because the dried. I don't know what the logic was there. If the dried gets some of the spice out of there, but to be honest, I think Julian's suffering enough here, whether it was hydrated or not. I think it keeps the spice level going. The OG Itchy over here says less oxygen. The taste buds need.
Okay,
O2.
the only thing that's gonna help me calm down a little bit, we're gonna give away some Bitcoin. Okay, so if you're not already, Jesus, it doesn't go away. It's so bad.
Was that just one?
No, I had 2 peppers in one bite.
Oh, you ate them both at the same time. You just went down the hatch. Oh man. Did you take a pre-Tums?
That
You
would've been
did?
smart. No, that
Oh,
would have
no.
been smart.
Yeah. You know what I heard? I watched one of the guys that would always do the food challenges wherever, including the spicy ones. I probably should have told you this before, so this won't help you. But they said to do to eat a banana before because whatever's in a banana helps it coming out. So you wouldn't have to deal with the spice not only in the mouth but the other end as well.
Okay, here's the deal. Pull out your Lightning wallets. I like Wallet of Satoshi. I like Coinos. You're gonna have to go to the send column because it's like an LN URL withdrawal code.
This might be the best ad read of all time.
This is brought to you by Bitcoin Well.
Shout out Bitcoin Well for the free sats.
Bitcoin Well does have a sell feature, but you shouldn't use it because you'll end up like me.
Yeah. Bitcoin Well outperformed MicroStrategy so far this year, I believe, as well.
Unreal.
So shout out
and
to Adam.
icing on top, Adam's like, hey, we'll do our own Bitcoin strategy. So, hell yeah. I've been a shareholder of that sucker for like 2 years. You know what you have to do with Bitcoin Well? You just meet Adam and then you buy the stock. It's like, you don't need to go through the due diligence. Like, you just meet him and you know this guy's just relentless.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, this guy was like, "Hey, we'll give away free sats while you're while the potential you might die on camera by eating."
Okay, I think I might do
too
a
high of a
milk
pepper.
reload here. Give me a sec. Oh
Uh-oh.
God! Ah!
He's going to the well, if you will. Look at that. He's going to the well, if you will, to go get some more milk. You know, my man Julian's over there hurting. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. You really can't coach this kind of content. I mean, this is you know, Bitcoin only kind of stuff here. But Adam, the man, he's in the chat. He's watching with the wife and kids, watching Julian suffer here.
Okay.
And
all right.
I think Julian's ready to give away some of these sats now. He's
all
locked
right.
and loaded.
So here's the deal. You're gonna use the ref code. It's bitcoinwell.com/getbased. Sign up on Bitcoin Well because it's the last time you'll ever have to sign up on one of these sites to buy Bitcoin. There's no letting someone else hold your coins. You throw money into it, you get Bitcoin out to your wallet. It's pretty freaking simple. We got a bunch of other killer features on there too. The fees are really competitive. So big fan. And now you can spin a wheel. Get some free Bitcoin. So here we go. All right. How do I I'm gonna go redeem. We're gonna throw.
All right, get your wallets ready. We're about to go here. The
I
well.
have so many regrets right now, Brandon. You have no idea. I think you know what? I might just like never gamble again after this. Maybe that's the lesson. It's just don't gamble.
I don't think I learned my lesson. I think I'm ready to.
I think
gamble again.
I think you're gonna want to double down. You know.
I love the thrill.
All right. All right.
Oh, look at that. Boom,
Oh,
baby.
21,000 sats. Go get it. That's a fat prize. Go get it.
Damn. Look at that. Man.
We're gonna zoom in on this shit. Let me know who
Who's
claimed
got it? Who's got it?
Whew. Okay.
There we go, man. That's awesome. 21K
Yo,
sats in this
damn.
economy? Are you kidding me? That's
That's
ridiculous.
gonna be generational wealth.
That's ridiculous. That's a ton of sats there.
Okay. Hell yeah. Let's do another one, baby.
Uh-oh.
Bitcoinwell.com/getbased. You don't have to wait for me to eat peppers to do this. You can do it yourself. Every time you buy Bitcoin, you get a couple points. You can spin the wheel.
Hey, somebody said at least your hiccup stopped. So, hey, that is a positive.
Yeah, the hiccups are always, I get hiccups every time I'm like around a 5 out of 10 on Spice. This was a 10. It was a solid 10. Oh, God. It never goes away.
It's as advertised, huh? Oh, look at that. Here we go.
2100. Holy, we're
Okay.
getting some solid spins here. I like
There we
that.
go. There we go. All for the 100K too. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's so much Bitcoin that we're just giving away here. And you see, look at this. You get Julian dying here, and then you get a bunch of sats. I mean, how can you beat this entertainment on a Saturday night? You can't.
On a Saturday night. You know what? I love giving away Bitcoin. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're dumb. You shouldn't do that. That might be generational wealth for your family one day or something." Well, it's the best gift you can give because I have never seen a better tool to orange pill people than literally just dropping them some Bitcoin. Because it's like once they have it, in their own wallet, that they just look at it and they're like, "Huh, I should figure this one out."
There we go.
All right, one more, and then we'll deep breath.
In through the nose, out through the mouth. There we go. Woosah. Woosah. All right, last one. Last one, ladies and gents. The drum roll. All right, 500 sats. So if you came early and you were ready, you got the big bag. But if you stayed late, you still got some sats. You got some entertainment. Julian's gonna be hurting all night. Keep him in your prayers. Somebody send him a DM or a text late at night to check in on him. Yeah,
my mom was wondering. She's like, "What are you doing tonight? You can't see me. Like it's a weekend. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I can't tell you. You're gonna just, you're just gonna be disappointed in me." So I said, "Just watch my channel." So shout outs to mom if she's watching.
Shout out.
Now you know why I couldn't hang out with you today.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shout out to Mama Figueroa, huh? My gosh.
All right. Okay. You want to play some trivia?
Well, I mean, all right. Yeah, we can. We can play a little bit.
Conversation now, just a little bit.
All right. So, I don't even know some of these, to be honest with you. So it's going to be a learning time for me too. But the first one was explain the concept of SegWit and its impact on Bitcoin scalability.
Okay. So from what I understand, SegWit enabled Bitcoin to break outside of like the normal block size limit of, I think it was like 1,000 bytes or so. And to this day, I still don't understand technically how it works. I know that Luke Dasher made it. And I was reading the Block Size Wars, and even the Block Size Wars, they say, yeah, no one quite understands how it works, but it does, and it essentially allows up to another, I believe, 3,000 bytes of data to be in a Bitcoin block. So essentially, if you're using SegWit, and I forget the time SegWit was implemented, but if you're using a SegWit compatible address and it was a non-contentious fork back in the day, you can essentially have up to 4 megabytes of data in a Bitcoin block. And essentially, the Bitcoin community said, we're okay with this. And everyone basically uses SegWit from my understanding. But yeah, it allowed Bitcoin to scale, to I think what 700,000 transactions
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot
per
better.
day.
That's a lot better of an answer than I would have ever been able to give.
I don't know.
So,
I just know I read it in a book. What does
yeah,
ChatGPT say? Did I get it wrong?
yeah, no, it didn't really. I mean, you went into more detail than I got. It said it removed the signature data from transactions. It increased the block size limit from 1 megabyte to about 4, enabling more transactions per block. So it increased transaction capacity, lowered transaction fees, and enhanced security.
Perfect.
So there you go, dude.
enough.
All right.
I'm
I
out
don't
of my
know that.
second cup of milk. You know what's brutal? I imagine like what if you're going on Hot Ones or one of these like spicy shows and you're lactose intolerant? Like what do you even
That's
do?
me. That's me. I'm lactose
Oh
intolerant. I
geez. So if
could,
you lost, you
yeah.
would have been just pooched, eh?
I
I
don't
guess you can do
know.
like
I don't.
lactose free milk or
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I
or,
don't
you
believe
know.
in that. Maybe I got to get raw milk. That's what everybody tells me is like lactose only occurs in or only is created in milk when it's pasteurized. So
Yeah.
raw milk is what I'm supposed to be able to drink. So I mean, I don't know if there's a bunch of raw milk maxis in the chat here, but allegedly I'd be okay. I haven't tested it out, and I'm kind of scared to do it, to be honest with you. So.
I
I don't
know
know.
the Bitcoin jungle people have a lot of raw milk hookups down there. So if you ever go down there, see if you can grab some.
Yeah, there's a bunch of raw milk places in El Salvador now too. So yeah, I was just there. I'm just too scared. I'm too chicken to go to a foreign country and try some raw milk
Try some
and
milk.
just go for it, man. I don't know. I need
That's a video right there, though.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe I do that now, and maybe that's how I get a little bit of Julian's pain. I go and try raw milk and see if I actually can drink it and I'm okay.
That's all good. I feel like I have some more chest hair after this, so that's good.
Yeah, there you go. Put a little hair on your chest. So, all right, you got to tell me, is the spice going down now? Are you feeling a little bit better?
It's better.
Because what you ate it maybe
What
like
I'm
5
afraid
minutes
of is
into the
like
stream.
those peppers are huge, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like chewing them to try and get them down my throat. I'm just praying that like another little piece isn't stuck in my teeth somewhere and touches my tongue because
Yeah,
it's
because
just,
like you ate
like
it maybe.
aftershock.
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes maybe have passed since you first ate it. So I'm curious to see how long the spice lasts in your mouth while it you're going through all this. So I mean, you're able to answer questions, which I don't think you were going to be able to do like 6 or 7 minutes
those
ago.
first few minutes, I couldn't talk. It was unreal. Yeah. Wow. Whew. I'm a
There
little
we
loopy
go.
right now. Like I don't they're on Hot Ones, they start losing it a little bit. But yeah, I feel a little bit loopy for sure. It's better than
All right.
caffeine. I'm awake. I'm gonna have a hard time going to sleep tonight after this for sure.
All right. Well, I'll ask you one last trivia question. I don't know the answer to this one either, but what is the significance of the Merkle root in Bitcoin's
I have
blockchain?
no idea. I've tried to understand Merkle trees and all that stuff, and no one can give me a concise explanation of it. I think Andreas Antonopoulos broke it down, but I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. It just says it just enables efficient transaction verification while ensuring data's integrity and immutability of the blockchain. So it's just basically like the hierarchical data structure. I'm not even going to try to explain it any further than that. Just do a quick
like that definition makes sense, but I don't understand like what a hierarchical data structure even means. So
all right,
okay.
Julian. So now while we're here, you got to make a prediction for 25. I'm not going to put you on the spot and make you do another bet here, but what do you think 25? We made a prediction last year, so we'll see. If you don't want to give a number, I've got a number that I've been saying is the floor, so I can go ahead and give that, and you can tell me.
What do you mean by the
or
floor?
lower.
Like it's like we're gonna easily hit that level, and then we might go higher. Or?
So I think there's a bunch of different factors, right? So obviously, with like regulations, whatever could happen, World War III breaks out. I don't know. I think at the very least we hit 250K, But I also think like with nation state FOMO and everything like that coming in, we can see a maximum of like 850, maybe even creeping up to like a milli if stuff gets really crazy. I mean, especially if the US is buying up like 1 million Bitcoin in 1 year and they're just going balls to the wall with it. Other nation states have started to come in. We got, Brazil, Canada, Pierre Polyev looks like he's going to win. So I don't want to jinx it,
man.
but he's winning on all the polls over there. So yeah, man, I think at least 250 next year is my shot. I'm calling the Babe Ruth shot right now.
Okay, 250.
Don't
Man,
be a bear again, Julian. Don't be a bear again.
Don't be a bear. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's just a doubling, right? Like we went from 50 to 100 in a couple months. Like I saw this great, I forget the Twitter account. I think it's Wicked Bitcoin or something, and he did this chart, and he was basically summarizing if you miss like the best 10-minute periods of Bitcoin every month or something, it would underperform the SP 500. So it's like these things just happen really quick. So it's hard to say, oh, we're going to grind up to that level. It's like, no, like we're going to do a majority of the move to 250K probably in a day or two, right? And that's kind of the, if you're not there for the meat of that move, you're toast, right? So that being said, I'm not quite as ambitious. I think what did we do this year? It was like 130% year to date.
Yeah. So 250 would be, pretty close to that.
So if you look at like 21, which was the last, because like the 3 green, 1 red sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
the last green is usually the weakest green, usually because there's like a blow off top. I don't know. Maybe that was just 21 because of all the FTX stuff. But I'm gonna say floor is about 200K. If I was to make a very specific guess of what we'll hit next year, 315K.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I was not expecting that high out of you. So I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, I mean, I do think, I mean, on your point there, I think the price was a little suppressed the last bull market because we had a lot of paper Bitcoin being issued. So we got a lot more FOMO money on the sidelines this time, nation states. Maybe they'll create a strategic yogurt reserve for you there, Julian.
I'm gonna need it, man. I'm gonna need a strategic yogurt reserve.
And instead of the cheese, they'll just go yogurt this time around. Who knows? But
so hold up. You said that there's a chance you think it's gonna hit 850K, hey?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a big time with just, I mean, we've never seen nation states FOMO into Bitcoin. And I think like this is kind of a time that we're starting to see it. Outside of the EU, all the European nations are being kind of, I guess, like pro CBDC is how I would kind of view it now, because we've seen France, propose an unrealized capital gains tax, Italy proposing, increasing their cap gains tax. Some other countries in the European Union really being bearish towards Bitcoin, and the EU is trying to create a digital euro, which basically is just their version of the CBDC. I think, we have a bunch of bullishness in other places across the world, like Africa and Latin and South America. So I think it's going to be at odds. We're seeing the US start to get into Bitcoin pretty heavily, and other countries as well. And so I think everybody's going to start to FOMO into Bitcoin. And then we also have, of course, the ETFs, and that's a little bit more regulated than FTX and all that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out some of them are issuing paper Bitcoin at the end of it, but not to the extent, or at least I'd hope not to the extent that FTX was doing it.
Yeah, I'm curious how proof of reserves will play a part in this cycle. Like I know some of the ETFs, I think Fidelity or at least Bitwise, they post their addresses so you can see, what's in them. And I sort of wonder if that'll be the standard moving forward. I think BlackRock's gotten away, and MicroStrategy, they don't have it publicly available, but I think someone's hunted down what their wallets are. Yeah, my thing is, all things being equal, if let's just say Elon and Bezos and the other billionaires in the top 5, they don't get like significantly richer over the next year. If you're right, and if Bitcoin hits 850,000 and MicroStrategy, if Michael Saylor doesn't sell MicroStrategy stock, he hodls his own stock, he keeps his Bitcoin at 850,000 per Bitcoin, Michael Saylor will be the richest person on planet Earth. That's identifiable. Maybe Satoshi has more. So there's sort of this correlation with the higher that the price of Bitcoin rises, the more influence that Michael Saylor will have and be able to exact from basically anyone. I mean, he's already going to Microsoft. They're hearing him out, for his presentation. But I mean, this is a guy that you're going to see, in the White House with Trump at some point and with other world leaders. Like, he's going to become very significant. The same way that you're seeing Elon with all these different like world leaders and stuff. You're going to see Saylor. He's not going to have a lot of time to hang out in his home. He's going to be called upon every which way to advise every country on their Bitcoin strategy. So Saylor's rates just are going to go up. So I'm bullish on him. And his God, that guy just, I love his story, because this is a guy that just toiled away for just 15, 16 years in this software company, just like, biting down, trying to figure out what the next big thing is. And he figured out that in 2011, it was going to be Apple and mobile phones, but he didn't capitalize on it in such a big way in terms of publicity. And he just went all in, not only with his money, but like his persona and his time and his energy into Bitcoin. So it's cool. He'll be the richest guy on earth if you're right.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right on that, and that was another factor I didn't even bring up. Is now companies start to FOMO into Bitcoin too. I mean, Microsoft, if they get in, they would be like the 7th biggest nation, just if you look at their market cap comparatively to GDPs of other countries. So I mean, it's a big deal to see a lot of these companies start to talk about Bitcoin, and I definitely see that that's going to be a path forward, especially if they start to come in, and then it's all the other big dogs are going to start to follow. I mean, it's just a matter of time at this point. And in 25, that could be a year where you just see like insane amount of FOMO that we've never seen in any cycle before. And I think like last cycle, a lot of things got muddied down with the NFTs and a lot of the crypto projects and all that hubbub. So now, like, people are kind of more focused on Bitcoin. I think, the ETFs and the strategic reserve, kind of add some validity for like the businesses and other things like that. And, I think then it's just off to the races, man. It's just something like we'll never seen before. So as we love to say in Bitcoin, this cycle is different, right? So,
Yeah.
there's always a bunch of different factors.
Here's my prediction for the next, I got to give it a better time frame, 10 years. I think you're going to see somebody who is either a like diehard Bitcoiner or like Bitcoin adjacent, or a group of Bitcoiners. They're going to pretty much purchase their own country. I see that happening. And I know El Salvador is a Bitcoin country. Yeah, whatever. Like Bukele, it's still, those are Salvadorians though. I'm talking about, you're going to have a Bitcoiner who basically will be able to buy a massive swath of land and expropriate it from its country of origin, and essentially found, their own nation state. I think that's happening in the next 10 years. I think all the incentives line up for it, because, you can only do so much electing Bitcoiners to office when you have to deal with like a citizenry who, wants things a certain way based on the past. You're going to have people forging their own new nations, with Bitcoin as kind of the centerpiece and all the values that come with that. So we'll see. Could be wrong in 10 years. Maybe I'll eat another pepper if a Bitcoiner hasn't bought a country yet. But hey,
don't put that out there, Julian. You're suffering right now, man. Don't put it out there, because
I'm gonna put it out there. 10 years from now, this is the second bet. 10 years from now, I'm gonna be an old ass man in 10 years. If a group of Bitcoiners or a Bitcoiner has not purchased a country or founded their own country in the next 10 years, I will eat 2 more of these from this bag, So
all right,
get to work.
I'll throw a wrinkle in this. I feel like Max Kaiser kind of already has done that, sort of. Not 100% with El Salvador, but I mean, I don't know how much Bitcoin that guy has, but he's offered multiple times to give people 10,000 Bitcoin, which now at the current price is like literally $1 billion. So
Mhm.
like I think like he might sneakily be like maybe the richest guy on the planet. We just don't know. And you know, maybe he's been smart and diversifying, putting in a bunch of different wallets. I don't really know, but he's got a lot of influence in El Salvador there, and you know, it seems like as you know, he's Bukele's right hand man at this point. So it is kind of I feel like it's not quite to the extent you're saying, but it is already pretty close. So I mean, I don't doubt we see it in the next 10 years, to say the very least.
Look, I love El Salvador. As a Canadian, I can't spend more than like a day or two in El Zante. That place is freaking hot, man. Like I just ate the hottest pepper on earth, and like I barely
Complaining
sweat
about
compared
heat.
to I like 2 minutes in El Zante, and I'm like, this is soaked. I don't understand, you know, like I love El Salvador. I've been all over the country multiple times. Look, if a Bitcoiner is out there watching this video, if you're gonna buy a country, please try and find a place that has a ski hill. El Salvador, like I love it. There's no skiing there. There's no snowboarding. We got to have that in our nation state that we purchase. A beach would be nice, but you know, I think people get tired of beaches pretty quick. I think I like the skiing and snowboarding life. I can deal with that longer term. So I'll let the rich Bitcoiners in the room who are watching this make that choice. But dear Lord, please do it in the next 10 years, or else we're gonna have some real problems here. I don't
Hey,
know if I
we
can get
just
one of
gave
these
away
140.
however many sats, dude. We made somebody rich. Maybe that's going to be enough to buy the country here. You know, in 10 years. We just gave away what? It was like 21,000 sats, then 2,100, and then 500 sats. Like you never know.
Yo, if that's enough sats to buy a country, then I'm buying a few countries. All right. Speaking of which, I got to do one more before we wrap this up. We got to give away some more biddies here.
There we
So
go.
again, if you haven't already, get yourself a Lightning wallet of Satoshi or Coinos, make an account on there, and then hit up bitcoinwell.com/getbased, because you don't have to wait for streams like this. You can do this yourself. Every time you buy or sell some Bitcoin on there, you get points. Every 500 points, you get to spin the wheel. And trust me, it's addicting. So let's go for another coin toss here and see who grabs it.
Let's go. Get your wallets out. Get ready. Get locked in.
Hey, 2,100 again. That's pretty good.
There we go.
Pretty
There
good.
we go. We are tossing out some sats
You know,
for you.
What is dollar sat parity? It's like 100 million of Bitcoin, or is it a million of Bitcoin?
I don't know. What do you mean? I think it's like what is it? Like
Or
1,000
10 million
sats now
Bitcoin?
is a penny.
Or 1,000 sats is a dollar. I don't know. I can't do math. My brain's fried, dude.
I'm the one that's supposed to be able
All I
to
know
do
is
this math, I guess.
is hodl. Hodl your
Yeah.
Bitcoin here. We'll do a couple more here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Julian's just tossing some sats to you guys.
Awesome. All right,
There we go.
500.
Another 500.
Not too bad. I was mad with Adam because he like shows me this thing, and I'm like one of the first people to use it, and I'm like sick, and I kept spinning, and I was only getting 500 sats each time, and I spent all my own points, and every time was 500 sats. And I was like, dude, I thought you said there were bigger prizes. He's like, there are. You just have to keep spinning. And now I'm getting the big prizes.
Yeah. Well, hey,
stream.
on the stream,
And I'm giving them away. I'm giving them away. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get them for myself. So
There you
all right,
go.
last one here. All right, drum roll. Let's hope this is like a 21,000 one again. All right.
Last one.
Let's see.
Let's get
what
those
we
wallets
get.
out. Let's go.
500 again. Okay.
There we
well,
go.
I don't know what the odds are. Maybe the odds are posted somewhere on the site, but yo, pretty good. 6 spins. We got a 21K one, a couple 2100s, and 500 ones. So that's
There we
pretty,
go.
That's pretty snazzy. All right.
Giving away all the sats to y'all. All right,
So-
Julian. final words about the pepper, man. You got to tell us, all right, now that you've been able to decompress a little bit, it's what, like 35 minutes or so since you first took the bite. So how we feeling? Any advice for people who find themselves in a bet of this magnitude ever again?
I would probably rather have bet you like $1,000 than to do this again, honestly. Not only did I have to air my grievances to the world, but I've had a whole year of ingesting weird stuff into my body. Peppers, the least of it. I spent a whole month eating bugs as my primary calorie source. And there's a documentary coming out about that in, I don't know, about a month or so. We're kind of going through posts right now on it. But yeah, don't devalue your health. I'll just say that to camera. You know, it's I've learned a little bit. I've been a little bit harsh on my body for jokes and memes and videos and bets and stuff this year. Don't do it to yourself. You know, you're worth more. If you're one of those crazy people that just has to know how spicy it is, do it. And never do it again. But don't feel like that's that one bit of curiosity in your life that you have to itch. It's not really that big of a deal to itch it.
Did you do that like one chip challenge thing?
Yes, I've done that one, and that was not nearly as bad as this.
Okay, that's what I was
because it
going
was
to
more
ask.
digestible is the thing. Like as soon as I put these in my mouth, I'm like, oh my God, I need to get these down my throat immediately. That one, it's like, it's a chip, so you kind of eat it. Has a bit of flavor. These have no flavor. It's just pain, you know, like pain isn't a flavor. So
Pain, suffering, and misery, huh?
yeah. All right. Listen, Brandon, before I let you go, there might be some people watching this show, like my mom, who have not gone all in on Bitcoin yet, or who haven't started their journey too deeply yet onto what Bitcoin is. What advice do you give to the new people coming around this cycle who either didn't know anything about Bitcoin or just kind of passed over it the last few cycles? Where do people start? And what's kind of like the mindset you need to really get into this stuff?
Yeah, just keep it simple. Just stay with Bitcoin. Don't try to get distracted by any of the other crypto projects or anything else. Just stay focused on Bitcoin. Understand the general basics. Fixed supply, decentralized, cannot be manipulated, and try to just riddle yourself with that concept. I mean, the US government tells you every single year that they're shooting for a minimum of 2% inflation. Now, what would that world look like if that wasn't the case? And then get yourself down some rabbit holes and do your own research, right? Because whatever I say or spew up here might pique your curiosity a little bit, or whatever Julian tells you might pique your curiosity. But I think the beauty of Bitcoin is everybody kind of finds their way to it a little bit differently. So yeah, I would say just look into the just generic basics. If you're more of the economic kind of side of things, there's the Bitcoin Standard, great book, really lines it out. But you know, if you're looking for more of the self-sovereign way, there's obviously the sovereign individual. You could kind of play yourself with some of those different theories as well. But yeah, man, money touches everything. So just stay focused on Bitcoin and learn the basics, and then take it from there.
Yeah, I love that advice. You know, I think everybody watching this spends at least 40 hours a week earning money. I think you should spend at least 40 minutes a week learning about what it actually is. You know, just like a small percentage of your time learning about this thing that you're spending all your time earning. So yeah, Bitcoin Standard's a great place to start. Brandon's got these killer guests. Your Jack Mallers podcast was fantastic. That's a really good primer. You know, you'll find people in this space that explain it better or in ways that you might understand closer. People use different metaphors. Michael Saylor is the king of metaphors. So yeah, just go around, find the voices that make sense to you on this stuff. Do your own research. And when you're ready to go, bitcoinwell.com/getbase, dive into the deep end, pick some up, and yeah, let Bitcoin do the work for you, because that's what it's all about. Once you start earning Bitcoin and you start saving in it, all you have to do is just wait, and you know, does its thing for you. The collective energy of all of us is poured into this asset every waking minute. All of our time, all of our energy, all of our creativity, all of our labor is what drives the value of this up. And it's a gift to humanity to have an asset that everyone can own, that we're all collectively enriching together. So yeah, don't eat peppers too. It's not a good idea.
Don't bet against Bitcoin. That's
Don't bet
that's
against
lesson number
Bitcoin.
one.
Don't bet
Yeah,
against
don't
Bitcoin.
bet against it. Yeah.
All right.
And then
cheers,
everybody
guys.
watching, he just ate a pepper for you guys. So smash the like button for him. Hit the
Smash
subscribe
the
button.
like button, subscribe,
Check out,
follow, whatever
yeah.
you need to do.
Check out
Nice.
Get Base. They've got great stuff there. So check it all out. See all the stuff tangentially to Bitcoin. See all the stuff of the micro communities that they're documenting. See Julian eating bugs here in a little bit too, if you like seeing him eat crazy things. So yeah, check out Get Base. And yeah, man, smash the like button again and again and again.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. Take care, everyone. Peace.